Today we are here to learn male reproductive system and the various parts which help in the process of the reproduction. So here, as we have already learned that male reproductive system consists of a pair of testes, ducts, certain ducts are there which help in the movement of the sperm, and then certain glands are there which help in providing nutrition to the sperm or the it helps in the functioning of the whole reproductive system, male reproductive system. So let us learn one by one. Okay. Now first of all, there is a pair of testes present in the pelvic region, pelvic below portion. This is pelvic region. A pair of testes is present, two pair is present, and it will present in the scrotum, pouch-like bag. Yes, scrotum, bag-like pouches are there in which testis is present. Okay, in the abdominal cavity. Next, each testis will have around 250 testicular lobules. Each testis will be made up of 250 compartments, and each compartment is called testicular lobules, and each testicular lobule will have 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules. Each lobule will be having 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules. Okay, and inside the seminiferous tubules it is made up of two types of cells, that is germ cell and Sertoli cell. Germ cell and Sertoli cell. And what is the role of the germ cell? It makes prepares sperms, and Sertoli cell give nutrition to the growing spermatozoa or the sperm. Okay, germ cell will produce sperm, and Sertoli cell will form the nutrition to the growing sperms. Okay, here, and from the seminiferous tubules, this sperm will go, these seminiferous tubules, through rete-testis. This portion is called rete-testis. Through rete-testis, it will reach into the vasa efferentia. Is another duct. Okay, this is rete-testis, one duct. Vasa efferentia duct. Next, all the this vasa efferentia will go and meet into epididymis. Where is this epididymis present? In the posterior of the testis, piche. In the back side of the testis, this epididymis is present, where this vasa efferentia will meet into the epididymis, and epididymis will finally connect into the vas deferens. This is other duct. एक हो गया vasa efferentia, epididymis, then vas deferens, and from here the vas deferens will coil around the ureter. Okay, urinary bladder वो excretory system है, but it will coil around the ureter, and it will go here. And what happens in this place? Here the seminal vesicles are present, which also open into the this vas deferens. It will open, and seminal vesicle will help in the production of the semen, and this semen is rich in calcium, fructose, and certain enzymes. The sperm along with the semen that consists of the fructose, calcium, and the enzymes will move further, and again these prostate glands also are present which help in the secretion of the hormones, and next it will go on and it will form an ejaculatory duct. This vas deferens plus this seminal vesicle. Vas deferens plus seminal vesicle will form ejaculatory duct. This is ejaculatory duct. यहाँ से ejaculate होता है, the sperm plus semen will ejaculate. So here it forms the ejaculatory duct, and bulbourethral glands which are present around the उसके पास में जो ejaculatory duct vas deferens plus seminal vesicle के पास में जो bulbourethral gland है, it will give the lubrication to the penis. Okay, this is called penis, and it will surrounded by the skin, and the front portion, this is called as foreskin, and the opening of this urethra. It is also urethra, but urethra also works as the ejaculation of the sperm. So inside the penis, the urethra is present, which also help in the secretion of means ejaculation, not secretion, ejaculation of the sperm along with the semen. So this is called as meatus. Okay, and the front portion of the penis is called as glans penis. So this is penis, and inside it only it will act as this ejaculatory duct will act as both the release of the urine as well as the sperm. So here only it is made clear that the vas deferens plus seminal vesicle makes the ejaculatory duct which move into the penis. Okay, so this is all about the male reproductive system. I have discussed, I think, why the scrotum or the testis is present outside the body in the pouches, bags, because to maintain a temperature of 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius below than the normal body temperature. 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius below the normal body temperature. Why this testis is present outside the body in the pouches called scrotum? Because to maintain a temperature lesser than the normal body temperature, that is 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius. Why? Because the sperm cannot survive under warm conditions. They need a cooler temperature. So to maintain it, as the sperms are produced here inside the seminiferous tubules, and the sectional view of seminiferous tubules are very important. It will come in the practical as well as in the theory part. It is there. So in the next video we will be sharing that particular part, because in between this seminiferous tubules, interstitial cells of the Leydig cells are present. These Leydig cells help in the secretion of the androgens. Okay, male hormones, androgens, they prepare testosterone. So these interstitial cells, how they help in the secretion of the sperm and other secondary sexual characteristics. So this we will study in the next video. So this is all about the male reproductive system, testes and the ducts such as vas efferentia, then epididymis and vas deferens, and the glands, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland. This is all about the male reproductive system. Okay, thank you.